Go ahead and adjust the camera a little bit. There. Welcome everybody, Optimus with RC. We are going to play some Everybody's Golf for the first time. Everybody's Golf just came out today, officially. We are going to go into multiplayer, but first I'm going to go into single player because I want to be able to create my character. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen in multiplayer. We're going to test that out. But first, I'm going to go on the single player, and we'll see how that goes.
I want to create a character.
Yeah, you'll be able to create a character too. We have to kind of figure that out. A lot of people have been asking questions about multiplayer, so we're going to do multiplayer. We will, and we'll also do some online play. But we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to go ahead and put a link out that we are streaming. Let's see.
Hold up, cutscene.
This is just a little trailer.
Ah.
A little intro. So this song is actually by Owl City. You know that group, right? Owl City.
Not at all.
What? Really?
Yeah, really.
They're the group that sings Fireflies?
Do you know any of the lyrics? Comment?
I don't know. All their songs sound the same. So it sounds like a song.
That this doesn't happen every day. So everybody clap your hands. 'Cause when we raise them high, every hand in the sky, we're the super fans. Feeling grand in the clear stands.
I just realized something. In this video, when the people, you know, like, swing like around, the thing that's holding the golf ball suddenly just disappeared.
Everybody's golf.
Everybody's gone. Everybody wants some. So what? That's it. That's a quote from something else. From another movie.
Ah.
Better Off Dead.
Judging by the title, I probably haven't seen it yet.
It's actually a comedy. It's a funny comedy with John Cusack. Oh.
What are you looking at?
I am trying to log into Discord so I can post the link. Just hold on 1 second.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, I should tell you, like, when you win against other players in a tournament, like the CPU players,
Yeah?
you get them as like your so that they end up in your crowd. They're kind of the as you play.
Oh.
You think that's neat? I think that's pretty neat.
Thought it was like
Basically,
a tennis game.
it's basically like getting followers. I think
Like in Costume Quest.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, all they do is follow you around and help you fight.
Alright. Sorry that took a while. Alright. I don't care about what's news. I'm gonna post this real quick.
I'm gonna go get some drink.
Okay.
I woke up with the sun today, rolled out of bed and said, I'm gonna have some fun today, and that's just what I did. The birds were singing, come outside, I felt giddy like a kid. If life is like a swimming pool, you know I'm jumping in. We got
Okay. Now I'm ready.
summer day,
Alright.
so put me in your plans. You know that this doesn't happen every day.
Alright.
So everybody clap your hands.
Alright. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the single player first. And we're going to take a look and see, I think it probably starts with the character creator. So this game, if you haven't heard, it has a very extensive character creator where you can really customize your characters much more than you could in previous games. And in fact, in previous games, you really, your character that you used on the golf course was a character that you unlocked or that you started with. But your character in like the online lobby was just like a little super deformed character. But in this game, it's the character that you use sort of online is also the character that you use on golf courses. Suzuki!
Hello.
Hey, hey!
Hi, Bumblebee. I don't know what to call him.
Okay, just be careful of this because I'm trying to track the.
Okay, here.
Okay, so if you guys don't know, that was Suzuki, and Suzuki has been in all of the Hot Shots golf games, way back to the first game. And he's usually like sort of the head of the Hot Shots, or I keep calling Hot Shots. So Hot Shots Golf is, or was, the North American name of this game. It was called Hot Shots Golf, back to the PlayStation 1. So PlayStation 1, I think, had Hot Shots Golf 1 and 2. I think PlayStation 2 had Hot Shots Golf 3 and 4. And I think PlayStation 3 had Hot Shots Golf Out of Bounds, as well as the port from the Vita version of Hot Shots Golf World Invitational.
You know, Hot Shots Golf, it sounds familiar. I've probably heard you say it before.
Yeah, for sure. Hot Shots Golf. And they also made Hot Shots Tennis. And I think they had something else, but Hot Shots Tennis.
Was it Hot Shots Racquetball?
Awesome. No, I thought it was one other thing they did, but basically it was Hot Shots Golf and then Hot Shots Tennis. Hot Shots Golf, so Everybody's Golf, it's always been called Everybody's Golf in like Europe. And that's because in Japan it's called Mena no Golf, which means like everyone's golf or everybody's golf. So it's kind of the literal translation of that. So it sounds really kind of generic, but it's meant to give you this feeling that it's a golf for anybody. And it really is. This is a very simple game, but there's a lot of depth to it. So as you'll see as I play, there'll be things that I do that probably, people who play it for the first time, like my son, might not know. And so it's things that you discover or things that you have to play the tutorial for, things like that.
I played it immediately at midnight. As soon as it came out. As soon as it...
Before we get started, allow me to introduce you to a member of our organizing staff.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Hikari. This time around, I'll be working as the chairman's assistant.
Yeah, I think Hikari was in World Invitational. She was the sort of like the host. I can't remember if she was in games before that. So with Hot Shots Golf, I played Hot Shots Golf Out of Bounds like you wouldn't believe. Also Open T and Open T2 on PSP, World Invitational. But the original Hot Shots Golf games, I played a little bit. I played 1 and 2, and I think maybe I had 3. I don't think I ever got 4.
Right, let's see what else she has to
Nice
say.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Right then.
Let's get going then. First of all, you could please tell me your nickname. Oh, and don't worry, you can change it in the future if you like. Okay, let's quickly double that.
All right.
Double check that name.
So my son did Sir Bacon.
Like
but,
always.
like always.
He always does Sir Bacon.
Exactly. Why wouldn't I?
But I usually just do Optimus if I'm in Hot Shots Golf, so I'm just gonna do Optimus. There we go. Yes.
Great.
And your nickname is now set, Optimus.
All right, let's go.
Now, let's see about choosing your starting appearance. That's your character.
Okay.
You've got a character customization system which lets you customize your appearance however you like. Huh.
Okay. Let's see. So.
If instead of starting from scratch, you'd rather speed things along, we also have some presets lined up for you.
No presets, all right.
Yes, I think. First, pick the closet.
I'm just gonna run through this because this is gonna take way too long.
Okay.
By the way, you can bring up character customization from the options menu. Cool, good. Male, female, whichever you prefer. What if I prefer not to be male or female? What? Why is everybody laughing? There are people who don't identify as male or female. Remember we talked about that.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway, so like I know people who prefer to be called like they and not he or she. All right. Build new, create based on an image, copy beat versus character. So if you haven't heard, in this game, you can play versus matches against characters, just like you did in previous games. But instead of controlling that character and having that character have its own sort of like you can only control that character, you get all of like the costumes, and not just the costumes and stuff like that, but you actually get like their animations
And
you
the
can
voice.
use and their voices. So you can use their animations and their voices on your character. Though you have to, I believe, spend coins to do that, from what I've heard.
Really?
Yes. So
Well, I haven't tried because.
So the thing is with this game, it's got some monetization in this game that it didn't have in previous games. So in previous games, you still had to play through the single player mode to unlock characters, to unlock clubs, to unlock balls. You had to do that through the single player mode. With this game, you basically still do that, but the difference is you also get coins and you also get gems. So you get coins for like winning tournaments,
Yeah.
and not even winning, but just
Playing them.
just playing. You get coins.
For
right?
instance, I got 15th out of 16 on one of my first tournament, and I still got like 50 coins.
All right. So you get coins just by playing.
Then I won the one after that.
But you can also find stuff like on the course, like around the resort, like gems and stuff, or just coins laying around randomly. So kind of look around for those. Gems are used to get stuff from the store. That, like, for example, I think you can use gems to get like a new golf cart, or there's different things you can use. Coins, you can also use coins to get certain things, and gems to get other certain things.
I haven't figured out how to like.
You can also buy tickets with real money to then use instead of gems, so you can kind of make some shortcuts that way. And we'll look at that later. But in the meantime, just remember that there's a whole lot of stuff that you have to unlock in this game, and there's a lot of stuff that you have to pay, not real money. There's some stuff that you could pay real money for, but some stuff that you have to pay with in-game coins that you get. Yes.
Remember when you asked me if I wanted to check the chat?
Yes. You can check the chat if you want. You want to check the chat and say hi to people when they say hi?
Okay.
All right. So what we're gonna do is.
Oh wait, first I have to say something.
Okay.
So if you want to find like coins, gems, and the other thing I can't remember what it's called, you have to go to the open courses online, and you actually have to look for like some sparkles on the ground, and they'll just like kind of
Okay.
appear there.
Is it only in the online courses?
I've only ever seen it on the online
Okay.
courses.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. In the
So, like,
meantime,
there's an item. Oh yeah, you can also find items on the ground too.
right, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually go to create based on image because I'm just curious to see what kinds of presets they have. So this is what he was talking about, or she was talking about, how there are presets. Now, what I've heard is that you can pick male or female, and then you can customize your character, and you can continue to customize your character pretty much any time, and it'll save like most of what you have, but you can make little changes. But if you have a character and you customize that character, and then you go to change over to like a different gender, then it'll totally like change everything. That's what I've heard.
So you should
Yes.
create a second character, because you can create up to 4 characters on your account.
Oh, good to know.
Okay,
So
not
you
4.
can do 4 characters. Yeah.
Yeah. So
When I say hi, should I say their name or
Yeah, just say like, hi FG.
hi FG? And
Traxxas.
Traxxas.
Traxxas. Hey guys,
Traxxas.
you can shorten it just saying track, and you can
Alright.
say FGE.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yep. My first character, I'm gonna pick male, just cause. And then I'm
make
gonna
it look like
these are the presets. Ooh, shuffle all. What happens if I shuffle? Oh wow!
There's
Look.
different ones.
Yeah.
But like actually completely change it. Like
All right.
presets are.
Ooh, I like this dude right here.
He does look pretty nice.
Yeah, pretty cool. So I wonder what happened. Oh, that guy kind of, sort of,
Kinda looks like you.
but with glasses.
Yeah.
But you should see the like create like the new character guy. I feel like that's actually
All right, yeah, but what I'm gonna do is, so basically, this is you start with a preset and then you can make changes. Whereas
you don't have to, but then it always
Right.
like puts up like the same person.
Right. So what it looks like is you get the preset here, and then you can change all of the little like accessories and stuff, right? Whereas instead, if I say no, I don't want to. Actually, do I want to change? Do I want to save this? How do I save it? Copy config.
Were you gonna use the glasses? Are you gonna use some?
Well,
probably.
I can change it anytime I want, right? How do I create a new character?
Once you create your first character, all you have to do is go into customization. And just do it'll like say.
Let's do it. All right, so I'm gonna keep this guy right here. See, look, there's the warning. Changing genders will reset all. Hold on. Changing genders will reset all character settings to their default. So just remember that. You can make all the changes you want within a gender, but once you change gender, it just resets everything. Yep.
I think there's a button behind the little.
Ah, good point. I don't even know what that button is. I can't see it, but I'm gonna pick it. There we go. And there's my guy, and he's got glasses. I don't wear glasses, but hey.
That was the accept button.
Ooh, and a trophy. Welcome to Co-Optimus. Use L to make a character.
You also get a trophy for going to your first online.
Oh. Hey, that dude looks like me.
Whoa!
Right then.
Just put on like the green hat and stuff, and you'll look exactly.
Did you see that? Do you see that man with the jacket just like mine over there? Why didn't you go
with
and
the
talk to
hair
him?
and face?
No,
and
I
glasses,
totally
just
missed
like
him. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, there we go. Control your character to walk towards a staff member where the arrow is pointing.
He really does look a lot.
Okay, so toggle
I
camera
know,
R1,
right?
X is jump, and I already
you
know
can see the
this
glasses much
from Bumblebee playing before, but not only do you press square to run, but you can like press it a bunch of times fast, and
You
it'll
can
run
match
faster.
to go faster.
You can match it
There's
to go
actually a
faster.
person who tells that to you. I think he's over.
Woo! So you can sprint like that, right?
Or you can hold it down, but it's not as fast.
You can hold it down, but it's faster if you. So you kind of dash if you.
Yeah, you dash when you
like
first
that.
press it. So if you just keep on like mashing
Right.
the dash button.
All right. So what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna go to. And it's not letting me do that. Okay. I was gonna go back and.
You can't really do anything until you go.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. So we'll talk.
Until you finish doing those 4 steps.
Oh, okay. So we'll get into the character customization later. First, we're just going to go through this introduction real quick. Because I think the character customizations, I mean, that could take like, I could spend
Yeah.
like 30 minutes on that. So.
Spend hours
Specs
just to
of
get your
Hours.
perfect.
Specs is like me. He sometimes says and stutters.
Do you know why it's called specs?
Why?
Because glasses are sometimes called specs.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, so he's just going to tell us offline, there's offline and online. So offline, that's how you raise your rank. So there's two things, you have a level and a rank. And offline, you raise your rank. Let's see about level later on. Offline,
On offline, you raise your level. At least that I've seen. No, wait. No, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Never mind, this one. I'm thinking of club levels.
yeah, no, that's different. You'll be able to talk to golfers, meet, play around with them, woo, or a good score. You gotta check to see if people are chatting. Oh, can you get the little thingy to plug this in, babe?
Sure.
All the way over there.
I hope it's gonna hold it right here. Otherwise, I'll just put it on the floor. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the floor.
Alright.
Might be a little.
Well, don't step on it.
Also,
Yeah, don't step on it, Alex.
Please, just come around this way. I don't want you stepping on the
Bumblebee.
table. Alright, thank you. Alright, let's see. And so the guy mentioned fishing and riding golf carts, and you have to
figured out how to do it.
you have to unlock those. And so what I heard
I hate
is for golf carts, I think you have to be at a certain rank, maybe like 3, and you have to beat like some guy with like a racing suit on or something like that. I think I could be mistaken on that, so we'll see. The way this game works is it's like really like a slow burn. It's meant to sort of like give you the feeling that, you know, like it doesn't just give you everything all at once. It wants to make you kind of earn it. And again, previous games were kind of like this, but this is, from what I've read, even more of a grind than previous games. But I love this game so much, I don't care. It's gonna be fun. I totally don't mind. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, they keep on saying I can press options, but it won't let me press options.
Yeah, that's strange.
Alright.
Yeah, click after the 4 steps. I just
So
said
I
this.
gotta talk to Hikari about the offline mode, looks like.
Why can't you just talk to Suzuki? Suzuki's the best.
Okay, hold on. Let's talk to Hikari.
Right.
Alright, run down to the main offline mode. Everyone starts from rank 1. Alright, so offline we're going to try to raise our ranks, and the reason why we're going to try to raise our ranks is because it will then give us the ability, it will unlock stuff for us, and then we'll be able to go and then get that stuff. It won't automatically give us things, but I think it'll unlock the ability to get stuff. And that's the way they did it with previous games as well. You would get to a certain rank, and then you'd be able to unlock some ability or whatever. So it's kind of similar but different.
The first versus trainer, okay, so when you're going up in like a match, like a 1v1 match, you take turns hitting the ball, and like you can either win or lose each hole.
Right,
And
so
like,
that'll be
you
match
have to
play.
win the most.
So we'll talk about match play and versus matches later.
But if one person is 3 up, then
it's automatic win.
then you
Right, I
can
think.
call the game.
Oh, you can
which-
call it so you don't have to.
Which in the versus trainers, I think they just will call the game.
I think in versus it's automatic.
Yeah.
Once you get 3 up or 3 down, then I think it's called. Or whoever gets 3 up, it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you close the blinds right there? Okay. So this is the tournament desk.
I won the first 3, and then I just won immediately.
Remember again, this is the offline tournament mode, and so the offline tournament mode is designed for you to play, beat the AI, opponents, the CPU, and get in-game coins and raise your rank so that you can then unlock stuff. And also, every time you play a tournament, you also will be rewarded, like just random stuff, right? You might get a shirt, you might get like a
Glasses.
ball or glasses or whatever.
Yeah, you can get like any random like cosmetic item or a ball
Right.
or a ball.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right, and so it's talking about if you beat the versus people, then you'll get their stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then some of these challenges will actually be a boss to a certain rank. Beat the boss to be advanced to the next rank. Alright, so does that make sense? To get through the ranks, for each rank there's like a boss character that you have to beat versus.
And you're welcome, Oliver guy.
Okay. Alright, so we're just going through the intro here. Okay, so what Suzuki is talking about is you rank up your skill levels for every club. So what he's talking about is if you use, let's say, the 1 wood, basically if you hit perfect impact, I think you have to have perfect impact, I believe so, then whichever club you're using and you get perfect impact, it will
Well,
increase.
he's saying 100% power shot, so.
Oh well,
maybe
for 1 wood actually, maybe it's power.
I think it might be one or the other.
It depends. Oh, okay, all right. I've heard that it's perfect impact, but it sounds like for 1 wood, since that's kind of like your driver, then
Yeah, but I want to have like
It's
a power
it's
level of like
100%
5
power
or
shot.
6.
there are other examples. Taking a lot of skillful shots that land the ball right next to the will increase your control. Oh, okay. So the things that you do. So if you land the ball near the pin, that'll increase your control for that particular club.
So-
Not all of
so-
your clubs. So if you use a 9-iron to approach to near the pin, it'll increase the control, but only for the 9-iron. Yes.
So if you hit it from like the fairway, like 1 foot away, it'll increase your control.
Right. Right. Alright, there we go. So it's talking about increasing your backspin ability and things like that.
I don't know. Not backspin. Not with
As we play, I will. So from what I've seen so far of my son playing, the gameplay is very similar, if not the same, as sort of the traditional Hot Shots Golf, Everybody's Golf gameplay. And so as I play, I'll explain how to play the game, and I'll give you tips on how to approach different shots and what to do. Now, from what I've seen, the putting is a little bit different. There's an extra click now. It used to be, you click to start your putting swing, and then you click to set the power, but now you actually have to click to start the swing, click to set the power, and then click for the impact, just like on a regular swing. So they made the putting a little bit harder. Plus, the distance and the power, just the feel of it is a little different, I noticed. And
but you don't have to hit the third click if you turn on the auto impact mode.
Right. So there's a beginner mode, just like in previous games, where you don't have to do the impact. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the first versus character or whatever is you have to use auto impact. Anyway, auto impact is terrible, but if you need to use it, use it. The problem with it is that it doesn't give you. I think it gives you less power or something. I don't like the auto impact.
It's random.
Oh, it's random.
I would believe so.
Oh, well, that makes sense. But okay, yeah. So not a good idea to use the auto impact. But I think, as far as I know, there might be some.
Unless you miss the mark completely,
okay.
Then I think that'll be fine.
Right. Okay. All right. What did he say? I don't know. I missed it. That's fine.
No.
Oh, and here's another thing too. So I already know this. They didn't tell me, but there's different body types, and we'll go into that when we look at the customization for the characters. But you actually have to unlock certain body types. So, for example, for a little boy or a little girl body type, from what I know, I can't automatically go in and set a little. I think you have to unlock that. So there are different body types, and I think some
he
of
is
them
not dressed for golf.
You have to unlock. Oh, that's the racing guy. So are these the bosses?
I think so.
These are probably the bosses. Because I know the racing guy is the guy I'm pretty sure you have to beat to get the cart.
And the little boy, maybe he's who you have to beat to to get the little girl and boy body type.
Oh, maybe that's what it is, right. Okay, so I can now press the options menu and look at all the stuff in here. So you can see on the right you have the coins, the gems, the turf war warp medal, and the S ticket. The S ticket, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, are tickets that you buy with real money on the PlayStation Store. You can go to the shop here to do that, and you use that to buy certain things in the shop, and we'll go into the shop and look at that. But, if I'm not mistaken, you can also use gems to do the same thing, and you can find gems on the courses. So don't feel like you have to pay money in the store to be able to get stuff. Don't feel like you have to pay real money in the store. So there are some, microtransactions, but for the most part, what I know of, you can unlock things within the game without having to pay real money.
Can we go into multiplayer now?
Not yet, because I'm trying to give everybody an introduction to the game. I know. RC's super excited; she wants to play, but we need to kind of look at some of this stuff first.
So, if you want to go to on the courses, can you press circle and look to the left? There's the open course right over there. It's the green one. If you go there, you can go on to any courses you've unlocked and go around, practice the shots. You can find coins, gems, and the warp medals. Any of those things, and items. If you're worried about I don't want to try and get the coins, it might not be worth it. They come in whenever you get a coin, you get 10, and they always come in groups.
Okay.
And the gems and the warp medals and the items, they always spawn nearby. If they'll always be in the groups of coins
so
if they're there.
If you're in the open course, you should definitely look around and pick stuff up. From what I've heard, if you have a cart, you should use the cart. It's easier to get around. It's a lot faster. The other thing is, if you pre-order, then you then have access to the premium cart, and I've heard the premium cart is actually faster than the regular cart. But again, you have to unlock the cart just to even use it. Now, what Bumblebee was saying is that you do not start with all 5 courses. This game comes with 5 courses, plus if you pre-ordered, you get one of the DLC courses, the course that comes from the first game. There's another DLC course that comes from the second game, and I will be getting that, but I didn't want to get it right away. But the thing is, when you start this game, you do not have access to all the courses. I know a lot of people are upset about this. I've read about that, but honestly, I mean, that was like the old games. The old games never gave you access. The old games never gave you access to all the courses right away. You had to unlock them through the single player mode. It's just that this takes longer. A lot of people have complained that it takes a few hours just to unlock the second course. And to Bumblebee's question, most tournaments will only be 9 holes, not 18 holes. So it seems like there's more courses, just because, like, you have a course and there's 9 holes, and then there's another 9 holes, and so it might seem like there's more courses, which is great. And then they also, I believe, mirror the courses. But I could be mistaken on that. So there's a lot of content here. It might not seem like it at first glance, but you're going to be spending a lot of time in here before you even probably get to the DLC. So I would not worry about buying that DLC course or DLC courses right away. Go ahead and unlock the courses in here first, and then go ahead and think about getting the DLC.
Oh, yeah,
I would suggest, hold on one second, I would suggest supporting the developer in buying the DLC when you get the chance, and if you have the opportunity and the money to do that, because the more DLC you buy, the more likely they'll create more courses. And that's, in the last game, you know, in Out of Bounds, Hot Shots Golf Out of Bounds, they're just, you know, we got like 1 course a year. We got 2 courses in the span of like 18 months, and that was it for DLC. It started with 6 courses, and then we got 2 courses. And it just, you know, it just felt like we needed more. But we needed more people buying it. So if you have the ability to do it, please do support the developer by doing that. What did you want to say?
Also, some of the other pre-order things, you can, there are other things you can get too. Like, you get two different types of polos and a pink bunny costume.
Yes. So
I actually made like a really tall, really fat guy.
Now, do the costumes and things like that? Do they give you any skill bonuses? I don't think they do, right?
No, they don't.
Okay, I didn't think so.
They're just cosmetic.
Right.
I made like a really like. I gave him like the shot and voicing of a comedian, and
right.
I put on the pink bunny guy, so I made him really tall, really fat, and it's the best thing ever.
So if you played the Hot Shots PSP games, if you played Hot Shots Open T, Open T2, or Hot Shots Tennis on PSP, you probably remember that the accessories actually gave you like skill bonuses. That's not the case here. The accessories are cosmetic only. Right, the accessories are cosmetic only. So when you unlock stuff, they're just to kind of look fun and things like that. Alright, menu, solo start play. So I want to go back into the menu and show you. So there's a thing called Turf War, which I don't know much about, but I believe is like a kind of a multiplayer kind of game, and I think it's sort of like almost like a speed golf sort of thing. But we'll kind of get to that. Game rooms are. Hold on, what's up?
Oliver Guy asks, do the body types change your shot power stats?
Not as far as I know. We'll take a look. I was actually going to go in and customize my character, and I can change the body type, but I'm pretty sure the body types don't make any difference. But we'll see.
You only have one body type.
Well, remember, you'll be able to unlock like the little boy, little girl body
Yeah,
type.
but you only have one right now.
Yeah, right. And I'm sure you can probably unlock like larger body types and things like that. I'd be surprised if you could. So
you can change the person's weight, the person's height, and
well, we'll get to it. All right. So,
oh yeah, head size.
Okay, we'll get to that. So just another thing is, like in previous Hot Shots golf games, you can choose your caddy, and so you can see we start with Yuka, and I think she was a caddy in previous games. I'm not 100% sure.
You're welcome, Oliver Guy.
But okay, so before we get into the customization, I wanted to point out online you can create game rooms at this point. There's basically 3 ways to kind of play online. One is you can do daily tournaments, and I believe this is how you get to that. And the way the daily tournaments work is you play the tournament, and then you get a score, and then it's basically like a leaderboard, a daily leaderboard. Everybody plays that tournament if they want to. And then hopefully, the higher that you get, then sort of, yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's any rewards that. Now, I have heard that there's glitches on this tournament, this daily tournament. It worked fine in World Invitational. The few times that I played it. I mean, not the few times I played World Invitational. I beat the game on Vita. I platinum. I think I got the platinum for it. But I didn't do the online mode as much as I did Out of Bounds. But I do know that there apparently is a glitch to the scores. Like people have been glitching scores in the online daily tournament. So I would recommend don't take the online daily tournament scores seriously. If you see like a negative 14 or negative or what they call 16 under or 14 under, you know, negative 14, negative 16, crazy scores like that for a 9-hole tournament, that's probably people glitching. You can get crazy scores like that in Hot Shots in Everybody's Golf, but from what I've heard, people have been glitching it. But you can go into game rooms. You can create your room. It's basically like creating a lobby. You can invite your friends, or you can make it so that it's an open room. I believe you can do 4 players at a time, and then you can play with other people. There is also Turf War. I don't know if you can play with friends. We're going to check that out later and see if you can actually, like, specifically, purposely play with friends on Turf War, and we'll see if you can do that. In the meantime, I believe it's random, but we'll see. And then there's something else that's not on here, but I'm pretty certain, I'm very certain that they're going to add, and that is the scheduled tournaments. Basically in previous games, like Out of Bounds and World Invitational, they would have tournaments scheduled like every 10 minutes, 15 minutes, every hour, whatever. You'd be able to choose a tournament, which would have a course or a particular, you know, parameters and stuff about what you could use. And then you would be able to play with up to 50 people. And I think in this game you'll be able to do like up to 100 people. But they don't have those tournaments yet. But when they do, that to me is like the most fun aspect of this game, is getting these really big tournaments with a lot of people and be able to do as best you can. And what it'll do is it'll have like what they call like ungraded or unranked tournaments, and then they'll have like graded tournaments, which are basically ranked tournaments. And they'll have grades. They call them grades. I think this game will probably do the same thing. They won't call them ranks because they already have ranks that you can use in offline. So they'll have what's called grades, and so you'll have tournaments that are basically separated by grades. And so you'll play and you'll win. If you win, you go up a grade. If you lose, you may end up dropping down, you know, so either like promote or kind of relegate. And while you're in a particular grade, then you'll be able to compete against people who should be similarly skilled. So that is super exciting. It was really fun and Out of Bounds, and I played a little bit of World Invitational. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know when they're going to implement that, but I'm pretty sure I read that that is something they're going to do. But for now, it's that daily tournament is sort of with the asynchronous leaderboard, which for now I would ignore. Turf War, which we'll check out later, and Game Room, which we'll also check out later. Okay, shop. This is the shop. I'm just going to jump in real quick. I've seen this before last night when my son was playing. Last month's items are on sale. Hey, that's kind of neat. Fashion items. So again, this is not with real money. This is with coins that you get by playing the game. So you can get this stuff. So again, it's kind of like if you've played NBA 2K, then it's kind of similar to this. Though you can't buy coins. I don't think you can, but you can buy S tickets. See the balls that you can get. Now the thing is, this is a little different than balls in the past. So in the past, you would get like a side spin, let's say a side spin ball or a big air ball to give you more power, and you'd be able to use that ball. You'd be able to use that ball as long as you like. In this game, I don't know if they have that, but I do know they have this one-time use balls, and these one-time use sort of special sort of power balls basically can be used on any hole. You can just call it up and use it, and then it's gone. I'm not really a fan of this at all, but it is what it is. But the good thing is that you can actually get these balls as rewards for playing tournaments, and just like randomly like around the course and things like that. So that's a good thing. The bad thing is it's like another sort of power-up that you could use, and I prefer not too many power-ups, because even though this is an arcade golf game, I do like the sort of sim aspect of it. So these are the things that you can buy with real money. So these are S tickets, and they don't say what the S tickets are for, but I'm pretty sure those are used to buy like more stuff. I don't know. Oh, so you can use an S ticket to get 10 warp medals.
But that's the only thing so far that's ticket exchange.
So we'll look at it later, but essentially, when you play the game, you're on the course and you can go from hole to hole. You can walk, you can run, you can take a cart, but you can warp. So you can warp from one hole to the next. If you're playing a tournament, there's 9 holes. They give you nine warp medals, I think, right? For 9 warps. Is that how it works? Something along those lines, so that you can just warp to the next hole. But if you're playing like Turf War, then it's you can warp to the next hole to get there faster, but then it uses up your warp medals. So it's sort of to me. I hope it's not pay to win. It sounds like pay to win. We'll see. Yes.
I wasn't listening to
Okay.
so much, so I'm wondering.
That's fine.
Oh,
Here's the course. Yes. What's up?
never mind. I was going to ask where the
course?
tickets come from, but then
Yeah. This is where you can get tickets. So you can get a ticket, S ticket for $1, 1 for $1, or 10 for $8.50. I think what this is it gives you an extra character slot. So you start with 4, as my son said, and I believe if you buy this, you
And-
can do 5.
on the side it says 9 to 16.
Oh, so maybe you get 8 slots to begin with? Or maybe 4 male and 4 female? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway,
No.
this is probably to be able to create more characters. So you can pay $2 to be able to do that.
Well, it's expansion 1, so it'll probably be like about 1.
Yeah, in fact, there was an expansion 2 when I saw you play last night.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw like a second one there. Anyway, or maybe I was looking at a picture of somebody else. playing. I
What
have no
does
idea.
acquired mean?
Acquired means that you got it.
Okay,
Acquired.
You have it.
I was just
Right.
wondering.
You have.
And this was because we pre-ordered the
Acquired.
game, and this is the Green Country Club course from the first Hot Shots Golf. So we have it, but again, you actually have to unlock to use it, and that seems pretty silly because you bought it, but it's the way it is. I'm pretty sure we have to actually unlock it. This one is from the second Hot Shots Golf. This is Balata Country Club, and it is $6.49. So I will get that later. I'm not worried about it right now because I gotta unlock all that other stuff first. So that's the shop.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right.
You didn't
so,
buy anything, but
Right. Communication, friend info. What is this? Oh, this is for like messaging other players. So in this game, just like in Out of Bounds, you can when you come up to other players, you can like chat with them through text. I don't think you can use audio. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I know you can do chat messages. There are some preset messages as well. And there's also things like you can do if you press. So I just pressed left on the digital pad. I just pressed up on the digital pad. Pressing right on the digital pad. Pressing down on the digital pad. So there's some preset stuff that you can do right away, and then you can also I don't know if you can unlock more of these little reactions and stuff, but
I remember. I think you're gonna have to go into character customization.
okay.
What?
So I just pressed down again, and it was a different one. So it looks like it's kind of random because I pressed down
What?
here, and then let's do it again. Because the last one I did, it had the
What?
oh, that's weird. Huh. Yeah, so it's doing different things when I'm pressing the D-pad. Okay, so
that's why.
customization, data, daily ranking. That's probably the thing I was talking about. Or no, that's just your particular stats. Looks like. And how okay, so I don't know this and I won't be able to test it, so unfortunately you'll just have to take my word for it. But from what I've heard from somebody who did not have PlayStation Plus is that they were able to see the leaderboards. They were able to see the leaderboards like with their friends and with the overall rankings and things like that, and they were able to do, I think, the daily tournament that is just like the leaderboard thing. So you play the tournament, but you don't play with other people necessarily. You just play the tournament, and then your score is like recorded. I think you can do that stuff without PlayStation Plus.
So get every hole in one you can.
But if you want to do the Turf War, or if you want to do Game Room, or eventually those online tournaments where there's like 100 people in it, you have to have PlayStation Plus. I'm pretty sure. You can take my word for it, or you don't have to. I can't test it because I have PlayStation Plus, but that's what I heard. Why does it say new? Did I get something new?
No, it just does that.
Okay. Options. So here you can actually see the PlayStation 4 options, which is pretty cool, even though we don't have PlayStation 4 PlayStation 4 Pro. So you can actually do HDR even on a regular PlayStation 4, which some games are doing nowadays. My TV does not have HDR, but if I did, I would definitely use it. PlayStation 4 Pro, you can do 4K, you can do 60, you cannot do both. 4K, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is checkerboard, which means it's not full sort of native 4K, and 60 FPS. Now, what I've heard about 60 frames per second, so the game on regular PlayStation 4 is actually 30 frames per second, which is unfortunate because, like a timing-based game, you want to have it the higher frames per second. Though I've heard that the meter might actually be 60 frames per second. But anyway, the point is, the 60 frames per second for the PlayStation 4 Pro, it works pretty well, except for the text bubbles and some other little weird things with the interface. It looks a little weird, but otherwise it works well. I do have a home theater effect. And you can change your chat colors. I'm gonna go blue.
So why not?
Oh, that's the text color itself. No, let's keep it black. Text display duration. Let's go with brief. You ever play those role-playing games and it just takes forever? You got to keep on pressing X because, oh my god, the text just takes forever. Oh my gosh, it's so terrible. Let's keep on.
But you can just like mash X and then it'll just skip it over and over again.
I don't even know what this last thing is because our camera's in the way, but I'll just leave it on. Alright, I'm gonna go into customization. We're gonna go to player. Oh wait, hold up.
Oh, we have 8.
Notices. This box.
Yeah, and increases it to 16. It adds 8 on the
So it is 8. Okay, so you can make 8 characters, and if you buy that thing for $1.99, you can then make another 8 characters. And not make the characters, but actually save the characters, so you can like swap them out.
I knew it was, well, 9 or 16.
Okay, alright, so I didn't see any notice.
Stupid.
Oh, so they have like special like this month's items, and then I guess they have new ones the next month. That's kind of neat. Look, awesome.
We got some earrings, some jewelry.
All right. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means you can only get them in the store, or maybe you can find them in the golf courses.
It said down below. It said items you can get by playing on the open course.
Oh, nice. So this is all stuff that you can get
By playing rounds.
by playing rounds, just by playing. And then every month it sounds like, maybe not, there's going to be new stuff that you can get while you play.
I really want that mask.
So isn't that cool? I think that's cool. There we go, man. I got to get this. Tube top. Get my tube.
What?
Okay.
I think she's gonna die. She doesn't really breathe when she does that.
All right, let's go into the customization. So take a look at that. I'm gonna create a new character, and I'm not gonna save over my preset dude because I like my preset dude. He's very
He's a nice preset dude.
He's a nice preset dude. I'm gonna show you the build new character. I'm gonna go with the male guy right here. This good-looking dude in the blue polo. And let's see, we can change all kinds of things here. Look at this.
That's a nice chin you got there.
Wow, that was
You gotta go with the one with a really long chin. You have to.
with the long chin.
Oh, you can have elf ears in this. Did you know that?
Oh, what?
You can have elf
Reminds
ears
me
in
of
this.
You can do what?
Disney's
You can have
Farm.
really
That's
pointy
the
ears
big-
like an elf.
Ah, and look, you can use the left stick to do this. So you can make it like this. Here we go. So I'm using the left stick right now, and then
What if you
up and
change
down,
the face size with the right
and then the
stick?
face size. I'm going to the width right here. I'm going to make it like this, and then the height. There we go. and then you can change the color. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
What's
about.
15 and 16?
Blue man group.
You gotta make them blue. Make everything
Oh,
blue.
it's never throw up.
Make them blue? Yeah, let's go with blue. Let's go with. Oh, okay. Let's reset it. Oh, I see. So like, if you change the head size and the traits and stuff, then it'll keep that for every one of these shapes, every one of these little outlines, and then you can reset it. Right there.
Just make his face look like largest ever. It's not blue anymore.
Oh wait, what happened? He's not blue anymore.
What happened?
I'm gonna have to go back and make him blue.
Yeah.
I do like that. I think we should go with that.
You gotta exaggerate the traits.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go with that, man. Hairstyle. Let's see what kind of crazy stuff we can do with this guy.
You gonna give him pigtails?
Pigtails. So you can put sort of traditionally female stuff on male characters here. Let's see what else they have. Let's go with the emo look right there. It's called the hipster. I was thinking it might be more emo, but yeah, hipster. Let's see. Quiff? Do they mean quaff? Don't they mean quaff?
It's Quiff now.
Professor. Should we go with the
You
professor?
should have him be bald.
Should we bald? No,
It's Professor Blue.
that's no. We gotta put some hair on this dude.
You're right. You're right.
So we can.
Look,
My bad.
blue.
Let's do unkempt. Let's do that one. Let's change the color. What color should we do? Should we go with blue or should we go with a different color?
We should do it for different color.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, I like the gray, man.
Oh, the gray and blue looks awesome.
Yeah, that looks nice. Well, that's actually like white. Should we go with white?
Sure.
Okay. All right, man. There we go. Eyebrows. You can spend like an hour on your character here just doing like crazy
That
stuff.
is true. That is very true.
Yes.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh wait though. We forgot to get the.
We got the whites.
We gotta make it white.
Or maybe we can make it different.
Oh, you know what we should make is we should make the dude from Rise of the Guardians.
You mean Jack Frost?
Yeah, Jack Frost.
No, just make him look like that.
Okay, fine.
Oh, Jack Frost!
We should make Jack Frost. Okay, not yet though. We're just making this blue dude with white hair, gray hair, with pretty eyelashes.
Very pretty eyelash.
I think we should totally go with that.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Or we go. Whoa! Hold up now.
Wait, you have to change the eye color.
Come for your soul.
It's a shame that there aren't like completely black eyes. That would be great. Oh no, wait, there are. I forgot. There are completely black eyes. Look for them.
Whoa, wait, what?
There are completely
This is black.
black eyes.
This is black. So.
No, but there's
Yeah, no, there's completely black eyes. Like, look for them, like on the mound.
Oh,
no white.
oh, completely black.
Yeah. Now I have come to the soul. Or he just have his eyes closed completely as well.
I want to see what he looks like with his eyes closed.
Oh, okay. There we go. No, let's do. What should
Open
we
eyes.
do?
Pretty eyes.
The pretty eyes. Let's do the pretty
Those
eyes.
are not the black eyes.
Either that or the creepy eyes.
What color should we do?
I don't know. Is there red? Red.
Red. All right. Ears.
Ooh, there's elf ears.
The elf ears, yeah. And we gotta make them larger, right? So we gotta like, woo! And,
Make 'em as large as
look,
we
you can make them rotate out like this,
Yeah.
or you can make them rotate back,
No, forward.
forward. Okay, because we want them like.
We want to show them off.
You can kind of move them up, move them down, and then move them up.
Why not down?
It looks like he's got wings. It doesn't look like you can. Wait, hold up. Doesn't look like you can spin your character. Doesn't look like you can spin your character around or anything. I'm trying to see if you could do that, but it doesn't appear. Doesn't appear. Breathe, girl, breathe. All right, let's do big ol' honker. Oh my goodness, that's dangerous, right there. That's I don't know about that. Or we could go with the flaccid nose. Or
I wish it was over his mouth so you could make it look like a Minecraft.
Or we could go with the Michael Jackson barely there, like.
What if you make Mario in this? Wouldn't that be great?
How do you make Mario?
I don't know. You do. You just.
How about this one?
Yeah, that one.
All right, but we gotta go big. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
His
Whoa!
mouth.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Over his mouth, yes.
Whoa.
Over his mouth.
No.
Wait, no. Can you make it even further down?
What?
Can you make it even further down than that?
No, that's as far as it'll go. All right. I'm gonna. It's already.
Make a super tiny nose.
Oh, make it tiny.
Oh, like okay. You want me to make it tiny?
Yeah, that's right.
No,
That's fine.
no, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it there. That's fine.
Okay.
And then the mouth.
Fine.
the pouty lips. Ooh.
Oh no, you should do the smile and those big eyes.
I like this one. The what?
The smile and the big eyes. The smile and then the big eyes.
The what? And the what?
Make your eyes walk. Get experimental surgery and make your eyes.
No, the eyes are large as they are. I'm not going any larger, dudes.
No, I mean like. No, that's not what I mean. Like
Here we
those
go.
creepy eyes. Like I'm coming for your soul.
I'm coming for your soul.
Those eyes.
Here we got the arrogant smirk. I like that, man. That's perfect. Arrogant smirk
I want to make him look funny.
with lipstick.
Yes.
No, you have to make it look just
Yes.
just like
No, we need like the yeah. There we go.
like that.
Yeah. Now I want to make like David Bowie, you know, like one of his like Ziggy Stardust or something. All right, glasses.
You need some cool sunglasses.
No, then you won't be able to see his pretty eyes. Let me see.
Mama.
No, I'm not gonna go with the sunglasses. Whoa, that looks awesome though.
That's
What?
nice.
But you won't be able to see his pretty eyes.
Yeah, you gotta show off his pretty eyes and his pretty ears.
Very pink one.
All right, now we're gonna go with that extension. So what I heard is that all of this stuff you can unlock, right?
I want to see what it
more
looks
stuff.
like with bangs.
You can buy stuff with coins, but you
I
can
want
also
to see the
unlock
bangs.
stuff. You get some extensions in your hair.
You can get two of them, so you get the sideburns.
You can get a beard. You can't even see the beard because of his chin.
Yeah, let's go with that. But it's got to match, or actually it doesn't really have to match. But... Oh, it can't. What? It can't match.
It can't?
Can't match.
You can't make them
Do I have to unlock the color or something?
I mean, who knows?
Where? Okay. Miscellaneous. Oh, look, eyeshadow.
Yes, you should give him
Yes.
eyeshadow.
Oh, well, absolutely. Oh, he already has eyeshadow, probably because the pretty eyes. Eyeshadow on one? I can't even tell. That's hard to tell.
Because he already has eyeshadow on his pretty eyes.
Uh-oh. Oh,
What?
oh,
You can have up to 4 miscellaneous things.
oh, I can. Oh, yeah, look at that. So I got the eyeshadow, and then you can do...
Some. Hey, with a black goatee.
It looks like he's covered in
Beard?
snow.
Yeah, that's too much, isn't it?
No, do the black beard. Go up and do the black beard with the mustache. It looks like my teacher,
Oh, yeah?
only with blue skin and red, pretty eyelashes. And
Yes.
Whoa,
That.
look.
Yes.
yes,
That's crazy looking.
Wrinkles on.
we need it. Wait, there's a wrinkle.
Oh wait, no.
Makeup, alright.
Wait,
Yes.
yeah, you have to put this one. The
Yes.
one up in the corner.
No, up in the corner.
Oh, what? This one?
Yeah, that one.
Nah, man, he's pretty. He's gotta be... Whoa, what is that?
It's a black hole in his forehead.
Oh, yes, look at that. That's awesome.
Become Harry Potter.
But it's supposed
I don't
to
care.
Okay.
No, man, that's good. That's good. Oh, you can like rotate it.
Put it on his forehead.
Put it on his forehead.
You can. You can be
Hooray! He's
Harry
Harry Potter. Let's make Harry Potter.
Awesome.
No, we have to make him look like this. He's beautiful art.
And
All right, that's good. That's good. I think we're good. I mean,
maybe he's Harry Potter.
that was just the head. Jeez.
You're gonna make him really
Louise.
short, really
so
fat, and
much
have a giant head.
more.
All right, so
Please do.
Fashion.
Short,
fashion.
fat with a giant head.
No,
Fashion.
man. It's gotta be tall.
Tall. Giant.
There we go. Actually, that works pretty well.
Have a midget with a giant head. Fat midget
Midget
with a giant
with
head.
a giant head.
Okay. No, it doesn't look right with him.
Make
Yeah.
him skinny.
Make him really skinny, actually. Looks better.
A little skinny, not too skinny. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yes.
It says a little big.
Nah, it's not big enough.
It's a little big.
No.
It's a
Make his head tiny.
that's a little.
Make his
Nah.
head tiny.
All right, hold on.
Wait, that's regular size.
You can't really do that though. You can't. Well, see, the thing is, no, his head is so big in the first place. If we had made his head really small, and then it would have worked.
Let's make it as big as it can be.
All right, I'm gonna make it a little bit. His head's already really big. I think it looks fine.
As big as it can be.
I think-
Spent a lot of time making.
It looks fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
okay. So he's got the hat. We could go with no hat. We could go with, let's go with the no hat.
No hat, yeah.
The no hat. Top. Let's see what we got here. Ooh.
Yes, the pink one.
Sleeveless blouse. Nice. New. These are new. Oh, these are the ones we got with the DLC. All right, man. Rocking this one. There we go.
Yeah. And that one.
It's got some pants.
Oh, give him a
on,
skirt.
Some shorts, a skirt.
I think it's a skirt, actually.
He's pretty, but he doesn't wear skirts, right?
You're right.
All right.
My mistake.
Yeah,
So
it
pretty.
is your mistake.
He
Okay.
might be pretty, but he's
Then
not
give
so
him
pretty.
no pants.
Huh?
I want to see what it
He's
looks
not
like
macho
with no
pants, right?
pants.
With no pants?
No pants. Oh,
He's got
Is that underwear?
he's got boxer briefs on. It looks like.
yeah.
I like the color of his pants on that right there. I think it looks pretty good.
Oh,
So
really
outerwear, you can.
no, it will cover up his pretty shirt.
I know. Socks. Not worried about it. Shoes. Ooh, fancy shoes.
Ooh, nice.
Or we can go with the regular shoes. I like the blue because he's
He's blue.
gloves.
Yeah, blue looks good on him.
Are you gonna give him the blue?
Yeah.
There's a lighter blue, I think.
Or we could go with like red.
Or the light blue.
Red, it matches his eyes.
Or the light blue.
Red matches his eyes.
No, then it looks like his hand.
Exactly.
Oh man, no.
Goes so well with his eyes.
Accessories.
Pretty
You
buff.
can't even see because his head is so big. Again, you can't. Why is it? Oh, okay. So, all right. So the touchpad, I was like pressing it, but you just slide back and forth, and then you can rotate.
Look, he's pretty
All
low.
right. So that's how we do it.
It's a nice pretty buff.
That's pretty good.
Oh, wait, don't die. Don't die. I said don't die.
Oh, okay. And so this comes. The pre-order is there's a bunny costume, but we're not gonna use it.
Bunny.
Bunny, move and BO.
It's a flipping gun.
We're just gonna leave these for now.
You're not gonna use comedian?
What?
I'm gonna use comedian.
What is?
Nailed it.
Oh, I see.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, man, we're gonna do breezy. Swing. You get
But
different-
comedians stand like
and I
this.
believe, if I'm not mistaken, that you can unlock more of these swings.
But
Now,
the comedian stands like this.
these
But the
are not-
swings are the same.
Maybe.
I don't see any difference. Oh wait, no. I think in one he stands lower. No, wait, never mind. It's the other way.
I have no idea. But you can switch hands, so if you notice, you can pick like left or right hand. So, all right, we're good. We like it.
Yeah.
He's a rare species.
That's awesome.
The most rare.
All right. So we're gonna use him. Okay, so we will continue the stream, but we actually have to eat dinner. So we are gonna jump off for just a short period of time, and we will be back, right? And when we come back, we are gonna do some multiplayer.
Yeah, finally!
Yes. All right.
Alright,
Or not.
time to go eat.
Okay. All right. So we
Can you
will.
like split screen? I don't think so.
Well,